welcome to JBHS News. I'm Michaela.
And I'm Gabby.
And today we're going to be talking about a little experiment that we did. We did a study involving 66 Bowie High School juniors and seniors. The reason why we did this study was to find out if your GPA depends on how many colleges you visited throughout high school and how long you're going to college for. Tell them how we did it, Gabby.
In the study we asked 29 boys and 37 girls. We asked them these survey questions.
We predict that the juniors and seniors of Bowie High School have visited at least 2 to 3 colleges, have an average of a 3.1 GPA, and are going to college for at least 4 to 6 years, and are also staying in state.
Using the data we got from the survey, we created 5 graphs. For the pie chart, we did how many years you plan on going to college, and we did it for girls and boys separately. In the pie chart, we found out that girls and boys both plan on going to college for 4 to 6 years.
Okay.
For the bar graph, we did how many colleges you visited throughout your high school career. For the girls, most girls visited 2, and for the boys, they both equally visited 2 colleges as they visited none.
We also did a histogram. Our histogram displayed students' preferences for staying in-state and out-of-state. These graphs displayed that staying in-state was more popular for males and females. And we also did a scatter plot. Our scatter plot displayed GPAs versus number of colleges you visited for both males and females. Our scatter plot shows no correlation. The explanatory variable for the scatter plot were GPAs, and the response variable were the number of colleges you visited. Using interpolation and extrapolation, if you have a 3.12 GPA, you go to 2 colleges, and if you have a 5.78 GPA, you go to 3 colleges. So we tried 5 different regressions for our scatter plot, and we found out that quadratic was the best regression for our scatter plot.
Because it was the closest to 1. The R-squared value was the closest to 1.
Yes, Gabby, it was the closest to 1.
The last graph that we did was the box plot, and for that graph, we were able to find the minimum, the max, and the medium GPAs out of all our GPAs. For the minimum, it was 2.0. For the max, it was 5.0. The medium was 3.4. Q1 was 2.89 and Q3 was 3.71. Also with that graph, we found the range which was 3.0 and the standard deviation was 0.643.
Now that we have shown you all of our graphs, here is Gabby with the Von Trapp quadruplets to see if their answers to our survey correlate with our data.
Hello, I'm with the Von Trapp quadruplets. This is Larry, Jerry, Carrie, and Tom. We're going to ask them the same survey questions that we asked the other 66 Bowie High School students. What is your high school weight GPA?
4.02. 4.9.
Carrie?
Carrie, speak up!
3.9.
3.9.
Thank you. And Tom?
Mom said they never gave me one.
How many years do you plan on attending college? And the answer choices Are 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 7 plus, or none? And
Will be attending college for 4 to 6 years.
Jerry?
I'm not going to college.
Carrie?
Carrie!
If you are going to
None.
college, are you staying in or
None.
out of state?
Tom. I will be staying in state.
Jerry?
If I'm going out of the country, does that count?
Out of state.
Okay, in state then.
Carrie?
Carrie.
Inner city.
Okay, and Tom.
Son.
How many colleges have you visited throughout your high school career?
My entire high school career, I visited 3 colleges.
Jerry?
Oh my god.
Carrie?
Carrie, speak up. Carrie.
Tom? You want the question repeated?
Yes, please.
How many colleges have you visited throughout your high school career?
Five.
These are all the questions that we have for today. Thank you for letting me interview you guys.
Von Trapp.
Carrie!
Carrie.
They were a very interesting group to work with, as you can see.
They sure were, Gabby.
Yeah. We have a few questions on why our graphs and charts turned out the way they did. For the pie chart, we were wondering why females are going to college for less time than males. And for the histogram, what is the difference between in-state or out-of-state? And then for the bar graph, why are females visiting colleges more than males? What do you think for some of these things?
So for the histogram question, the in-state and out-of-state, what is the difference? I think that most people choose in-state because it's cheaper and they can stay around their families. They can stay close to their friends that they've had in high school. It's just to be so, like, if you're not used to stepping out of your comfort zone, it's easier for you to just stay in-state.
I agree. And for the bar graph question, why are more females visiting college more than males? I personally think that it's because males, I feel like, just think they can adapt to places, like they don't have to go there to see like what the college is like. And I also feel like they can get they feel like they can get accepted into colleges more than we can.
I agree. I feel like we have to go and see kind of like what the college what it feels like. We need to go experience it before we decide to go there, obviously.
Like if we're gonna fit in or not.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a great answer, Gabby. You do. And for the pie chart question, why are females going to college for less time than males? I don't know.
I think it depends on our major. Because I think males choose a major that is more demanding sometimes than females, which like requires more school.
Mm-hmm.
Not like necessarily more effort, just more time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's not always the case. That's just what we got from our data. In conclusion, we found out that the average years that males want to go to school is 4 to 6 years. And we found this out by doing the median method. And for females, it's also 4 to 6 years. And we also found that by doing the median method as well.
For the average male GPA out of all the 29 males, is a 3.37, and we found this by using the mean method. And for the female GPA out of all the 37 females, it's a 3.05, and we also found this by using the mean method. Our previous predictions were that the juniors and seniors of Bowie High School were going to visit at least 2 to 4 colleges, are going to have around a 3.1 GPA, are going to college for at least 4 to 6 years, and are staying in state. And most of our predictions were correct, except for the GPA was a 3.0.
All right, Gabby, I guess that's it for tonight. Thanks, guys, for tuning in to JBHS News. We'll see you next time.
Tom!
4.
UT Dallas, UT Arlington, UT San Antonio, UT Fort Worth,
Okay.
UT El Paso, UT Long Island, UT Metropolis, UT Gotham,
So 10.
UT Mexico.
Answers compare to what our stats said. High school weighted GPA.
Is this for the high school one? Weighted or unweighted?
Weighted.
I think it's 7.4. University of Germany,
Can I see that?
the Berlin Wall, the Pacific Ocean.
Art German. I was really close.
Yeah, we're Scheisse.
Du bist scheiße. Du bist scheiße. Du bist große Scheiße.
Shut up.
There's like
gross
shoot the art
großen Dummkopf.
Hey.
UT voice, the one, Laredo, UT Laredo, something like that. And UT New Mexico, UT Arkansas, UT Kansas.
Arkansas?
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Carrie, how many